you smell what
Mateo.
is cooking?
Oh, brother, this guy stinks!
After creating the beautiful manager, I decided the first thing to do was to search up Ross in the in-game search bar. There I was given a long list of names, all of which I could not afford with the 100k budget that Ross County were giving me. That meant it was time to sign lower league players and free agents. After messing about a fair bit, I decided on this tactic. It's trying to play just direct long ball, counter-attack, and hope that with these high caliber players, such as this guy, who is not great, that we would in fact get somewhere.
2 hours later.
That in fact did not go to plan. We failed to score. We failed to win a single game the entire season.
I read about did you say want to a 10-year-old with Down syndrome
What
being
I
taken
said
from
is
her
you can
mother?
pick anything
How
you
dare
want
you?
up at the
So I sat there and thought, maybe, since I'm using the editor to make myself unsackable, because this challenge would be impossible otherwise, how about I go and use the editor to sign the best Rosses all throughout the world? And that I did. So let's see how that season went. In this save, I decided to try go for a bit more attacking style of play with a faster tempo, but still a lower defensive line with mid block. I just thought I had the better quality of players. For example, we had Augustine Rossi from Al Nassr, Ross McCrory from Aberdeen, Ross Sykes from Union SG, Zen Rossi, who is a good potential player from Cambridge, Ross Graham from Ross County, funnily enough. No, he's not, Dunfermline. Jordan Rossiter from Bristol Rovers, formerly Rangers, Ross Callahan, who was at Ross County, Ross Barkley, the big Ross, obviously, now at Luton, Leandro Trossard. This was a bit of a reach, but whenever I searched up Ross, he was the first guy to show up, so I thought, why not bring him in? He did not do very well. Ross Stewart, formerly of Ross County, now at Sunderland in real life, I believe he's linked with Leeds. And Diego Rossi, Fenerbahce striker, good quality player, good potential. And of course we had a few more Rosses. We had Ross Laidlaw, who was the original goalkeeper at Ross County, Ross Draper, not very good, but he exists, he used to play for Ross County, Ross Tierney of Motherwell, future potential player, Giuseppe Rossi, 36 years old, former Italian international, played all across the world, Nick Ross, some random other Ross that I found from Sacramento, Frank Ross, yet again from Knoxville this time, Ethan Ross of Wraith, and Ross Munro, who was also at Ross County. So let's see how this team did. And you'll be glad to know we did win a game. Our first game, second game, and third game actually. We did lose to Forfar on penalties, which isn't great. And then we won our first Premiership game as well. So that means we did already beat the 0 points that our previous team had. We got all the way to the Premier Sports Cup quarter final. A lot of losses. Quarter final, we lost to Celtic in the end. There was no considerable defeats like the 13-0 losses we took. After getting knocked out of the Scottish Cup, we went on a big loss streak. Big 2 months, almost 3 months. And we did not make the top half actually, as we had to fight in the relegation group as well. The team finished 10th in the end, 7 points clear of the relegation playoff. So they did stay up. Stats wise, they only had 4 players who had an over 7 average rating across the season, with Ross Stewart coming on top there, Ross McCrory, Ross Barkley, and Augustine Rossi, who is unhappy because we didn't reach the latter stages of the Scottish Cup. When it comes to goals, our top goal scorer was Diego Rossi, who was very close, having a 7.0 rating as well. Ross Barkley was second with 11. Ross Stewart had 10. Giuseppe Rossi had 6. And Trossard had 5. Despite his insane stats for a Scottish Premiership, he really did not live up to expectations. So it probably was a fraud in the Ross standards anyway. Assists wise, Ross Stewart got 14 and Trossard did finish on 8. Diego Rossi with 5, Ross Taylor with 5 as well, Ross Barkley with 5 as well as Giuseppe Rossi, who ended up probably having a better season than Trossard despite the fact that he is 36 years old. I mean, not bad, awful physicals, but his mentals and his technicals are actually quite good. It's fair to say that Ross County, with a team of Rosses, cannot win the Scottish League, or any league to be exact, at least top tier. Maybe one of the lower divisions, as we seem to be in a relegation fight anyway. I'm going to continue doing these sort of challenges in the future, so like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video, and let me know in the comments down below if you want to see anything. Thank you, and see you later.